Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I have some actually pretty good news about Deadside. About an hour ago, before recording this, the devs put out some teaser pictures that show some pretty cool stuff. I'm sure some of you have probably already heard, but they revealed two new assault rifles that they're going to be adding in the next update, and they look super good. Let's talk about the FAMAS first. So, the one that's modeled here is the G2 variant. Now something pretty cool about this one is that it shoots at 900 to 1100 RPM. That is extremely fast. It might end up being 3-round burst like it is in some other games and still shoot super fast, but I really hope we're just able to dump 5.56 at super ridiculous rates of fire. Of course it's going to be a tier 3, and if it's like I'm saying it's going to be, that would be a tier 4 weapon, so on the same tier of a 50 cal or grenade launcher. But if it just ends up being a 3-round burst gun that shoots super fast, that's still pretty cool, and I'm really excited to try that out. And the other weapon they revealed to us is the Scar. This one specifically being the Scar H, which means that it's gonna shoot 308. This is a new cartridge we don't have in the game. The only thing that's sorta comparable to it is the 7.62x54R, which if you know how good that is, this is gonna be comparable in damage in possibly a full auto format, so this is going to be a very powerful and very destructive weapon. It might end up being maybe only semi-auto as a way of balancing it. I hope not. There are some little things I'm noticing in the teaser picture. It looks like the front sights are going to be able to fold up and down, which is a pretty cool little detail. They also modeled the branding, like the FN Herstal branding on it, which I don't know if any other weapon in the game has actual logos. Maybe the HK weapons like the MP5, I'm not sure, I haven't paid that much attention, but it's still a pretty nice detail. I'm really excited for both of these weapons. They're going to be super fun to use. They're very unique. The FAMAS is a bit more unique, but they're both going to be super fun. I'll probably end up using the Scar as more of a DMR style thing, because that's kind of what I do already with the VSD. But I'm not exactly sure how the FAMAS is going to be, because it might end up being 3-round burst or just an ultimate 5.56 dumping machine. It'll be really cool either way. I'd really love to see the 417. Now that there's 308 in the game, I don't see why they can't add it. Which, if you don't know, the 417 is the same as the HK416, which is just a piston-driven 5.56 assault rifle. You've probably seen it in Escape from Tarkov. The thing rips people in half. 417 version though shoots 308, so it kicks a lot harder. It's mainly used as a DMR in real life, so which is pretty similar to the Scar H. They kind of fill the same role. Maybe at some point. I feel like they're gonna add in some more Russian stuff, because right now a lot of the stuff we have is actually HK and FM. I feel like they need some really high tier Russian stuff that isn't, you know, the Grom. Because the Grom's cool, but I'd love to see, oh, I don't know, an RPD, or even something crazy like the SVDK, which shoots a 9.3x64, big old bullet. I'd also really like to see some Russian SMGs, because the only one we have in game is the BB-19, and you guys know how I feel about that gun. Anyways, now on top of showing us some more weapons, they also revealed to us some more weapon attachments. Specifically, compensators and muzzle brakes, which is something we didn't even have in the game yet. Now looking at the teaser picture, it looks like there's a bunch of different types here. If I had to guess, all these different types of compensators aren't going to be individual items. It's probably just going to be one universal compensator muzzle brake that when you put it on the gun, it just turns into the correct one. But I could be wrong. Maybe there's a bunch of different types and you have to find the right type for the right gun. That'd be cool too. That might end up being a way they balance these as well. I'm not really sure. I don't really know my compensators and muzzle brakes too well, but I do recognize a couple of these, specifically the one in the middle here that's an AKM muzzle brake. The one down here is one that would be on an AKSU, a little Krinkov muzzle brake. A couple of these remind me of Glock muzzle brakes, but I'm not exactly sure. Like this one in the bottom left and the one above it. The ones on the bottom right are obviously for larger caliber stuff. I'm pretty sure this one here is for 308 actually. I recognize some of these from Tarkov. But yeah, I'm not really sure. These look really cool. I'm very excited to see how well these actually help recoil. I think it'd be super cool if they just increased recoil on everything, and then you have to have one of these to get the recoil we're already used to. That might not happen, but I don't know. I think increased recoil would be pretty cool. It also looks like the muzzle devices are going to change the visual effect of the shot as well, so that's going to be pretty cool looking. They also revealed to us 2 new scopes we're going to be able to put on weapons. One of them is the Spectre Lcan scope. Now, in real life it has iron sights on top and it also has variable zoom. But considering we can't use, like, the delta point on top of the hammer scope in game, I wouldn't be surprised if this just ends up being a static 4x scope. Maybe in the future it'll be variable, but I'm willing to bet for now it's just going to be a different looking ACOG, basically. I'm actually not that big of a fan of the Lcan, so it's cool to see, but I'm probably not going to use it that much over the hammer. The other one they showed, though, is going to be a 2x scope. I'm pretty sure this is the Monstrum. Monstrum Tactical. Okay, I can't figure it out. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure which scope this is. It reminds me of the Monstrum 2x. It's not that. It has a QR code on it. I can't manage to scan it. But it's a 2x scope. It looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to use it. Yeah, this could be pretty useful if you're trying to run an assault rifle, but you still want to reach out a little bit farther. You can use it in close and long range. But the thing is, you're going to suck at both. I don't know, pretty sweet. I like it. Now, on top of that, we already knew this was coming, but the Ghillie Suit. They've shared with us some screenshots of what it's actually going to look like. And it looks pretty good. I'm not sure I like the black balaclava on it, but I don't know, at least it's not completely camo. I kind of wish that was green or maybe a bit different looking, but I'm not going to complain that much. It does look really good. It also looks like we're going to be able to wear armor with it, which is nice. That way we're not going to get one-tapped. I think this is probably going to take up the backpack slot, because I don't think you'd want to be wearing a big old backpack with this Ghillie Suit on anyways. Maybe it just takes up your clothing spot and you can't put a backpack on? Because it looks to me like the actual shirt and pants that he's wearing in this picture is unique to the Ghillie Suit. I could be wrong about that. I know there's a camo that looks very similar to the one he's already wearing that is in the game. I forgot the name of it, but that one seems brighter to me. This one seems a bit darker. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks super sweet. I'm all about that sneaky sniper gameplay, so this is perfect for me. But yeah, as far as weapons and equipment goes, that's all we have seen for now. This isn't all that's going to be in this next update. This is only a tease of what's to come. They said there's more content that they haven't shown us yet. Now, I didn't cover this, but about a week ago they actually showed us a bunch of screenshots of some of the houses that are going to be in the new South area. So I figured now this is a good time to cover it here on the channel. I've already been rolling a lot of the screenshots as background footage, but let's take a look at each one individually. I do like the patched up look of these houses. It looks pretty similar in style to the ones we already have, which is, you know, that's to be expected. But lots of rural farmhouse equipment. We got some inside shots that look pretty good. That one has some Russian on it that I cannot see. I really like these wood cabins. I think those are pretty nice. It reminds me of Shoreline, all those collapsed cabins. They look pretty similar, but it's a nice change. Looks like this area is going to be next to a river too, so it's going to be like a little river city. Yeah, it just looks like there's more houses behind it as well, so this is going to be a decently sized area. I wonder if we're going to be able to even go inside of these collapsed houses. I mean, they look good either way. I'm happy they're there. I hope these are just scattered everywhere. It would help just populate the empty areas in the map. I doubt there's going to be really any loot in a lot of these. Any good loot. There might be some, you know, shotguns on the floor, but yeah, nothing too crazy there. It looks really good. Thought I might look at it with you guys here. It's a nice little preview of what we can expect the South area is going to end up looking like. They still haven't shown us the military area or the big ol' industrial area that they're planning to add. I'm super excited for those. I'm sure we'll be seeing those here soon. But yeah, I am super excited for this next update. With the map expansion and the new guns and attachments, it's going to be a good time. We're in a bit of a dry period right now, especially after those DDoS attacks. The player base has calmed down a bit. I think we're all just waiting for this update to happen. But it looks like it's going to be a good one. They still haven't shown us the important mechanic that they're going to be adding here. I'm sure we'll be seeing some of that soon. They've only been slowly teasing us with some of the stuff they're going to be adding here. So expect more in the future. But yeah, that's all the news I have for you guys for now. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. and I'll see you guys later.